Good evening, and welcome to the Southeast Delco District Business Meeting of the Board of School Directors, scheduled for Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. We'll have a salute to the flag and a moment of silence. Thank you. Mr. Butler, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Mr. Fowler,
Present.
Mrs. McGowan,
Present.
Ms. Womack,
Present.
Ms. Harris-Johnson,
Present.
Mrs. Barley,
Present.
Ms. Perry,
Present.
Mr. Lafferty,
Present.
Ms. Woodfolk,
Present.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Present.
Dr. Sanchez,
Present.
Mr. George,
Present.
Mr. Butler, present, Ms. Knight, and Mr. McGowan.
Present.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Now we will have a presentation from Academy Park High School.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to our school board members, to Dr. Sanchez, our superintendent, to Dr. Ryan and Dr. Lowry, our assistant superintendent, and to our upper administration, and to our community as a whole. Thank you so much for allowing Academy Park to be here to present to you and share with you a lot of the great things that are happening at our school. I would like to preface by saying this, and that is Academy Park, we do have some good days. We also have some bad days, but I am happy to report that our good days outweighs our bad days, and for that, we are thankful. All right? Currently, we are treading through some unfamiliar territory because we are in our ACSI, but fortunate for Academy Park, we have the right team at the right time for such a time as this. And so with that being said, I would like to officially present to you the dream team of Academy Park High School. We do have the person that's at the helm of this school. We have our principal, Mr. Richard Sharon. He is absent on tonight because he had a family obligation that he could not miss, but he sends his apologies. And then, of course, you have yours truly, Mrs. Latarsha Threadgill. I am the 12th grade administrator. We have our 11th grade administrator, Mr. Lamar Alexander. We also have Mr. Charles Baxter. He is our 10th grade administrator, and he could not be here tonight. And then we have the lovely Miss Shannon Murphy. She is our 9th grade administrator. And so at this time, we would like to first begin this presentation with unity. We know that unity is one of the pillars that Dr. Sanchez have emphasized across our district, and I know for Academy Park, we pride ourselves on being unified and collaborating not only with just our students, but with our staff and also with our families. And so, what does it mean to be a great night? I'm glad you asked. Being a great night means having good attendance. We need for you to be present. We need for you to be in the building and in the seat. Being a great night also means being responsible for your behaviors. We need you to act right. We need you to do right and be responsible for your own actions. Being a great knight means that your academics take priority over everything. And then, of course, being a great knight means that we are compassionate and we have pride, not only in ourselves, but also in other people. So what's new at the kingdom? Well, first, we do have our Algebra 1 and ELA focus classes, mainly our lab classes, that is focused on individualized instruction. And then, of course, we have our data-driven rostering, but we're not only using data to drive how we're rostering, but we're also using data to drive how we are instructing our students. And then, of course, the biggest thing that everyone knows is that we have gone from block scheduling to now a period schedule. And so that's probably one of the biggest things that we are dealing with right now. And so tonight we would like to focus on 4 different categories. We want to share with you what's happening in our sports, our extracurricular activities. We want to share with you some highlights for each one of our grade levels, what's happening with college and career, and of course our park pride and events.
All right, good evening, everybody. Threadgill set us out the right way. So I'm going to be talking about our sports and extracurricular activities. We do focus on academics, but again, we also want to highlight that we excel in sports and again, our extracurriculars. So this fall season, we do have girls tennis, varsity cheer. We have girls field hockey for the boys and girls. They also have soccer, cross country, and also for our 9th grade, they have 9th graders, JV and varsity. There is football and volleyball going on. So let's talk about the awesome things that our athletes have done this year. Let's start out with our varsity football team who won the homecoming. Let's give it up for our varsity football team who won their homecoming game 23-8 against Chichester High School. And technically the team is still in playoff contention. So literally they have to win this week and they could possibly still get into the playoffs. So this is a good thing. This will be year 2 of possibly making the playoff in a row. Also, our boys soccer team, they have won the Del Valle League with a record of 6 wins, 2 ties, and 0 losses. So let's give it up for Coach Derek, who's doing an awesome job. And now this is also, again, they won the Del Valle League 3 times, 2022, 23, and now this year, 25. So also our girls tennis, who are very awesome, they have the 13th consecutive year the team has finished the Del Valle League undefeated. We want to give kudos to Destiny Bowman, who won the Del Valle singles tournament, while Elizabeth Ebola took 2nd place. And also we want to highlight Christiana Williams and again Elizabeth Ebola, who won the Del Valle doubles tournament, while Khadija Gassima and Kiana Spencer took 2nd place. So we want to congratulate all of our fall teams, and we create winners here at Academy Park. Now we will have our grade points of pride.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hi. So I first would like to talk about 9th grade because, you know, it is the best. I'm a little biased, sorry. So for academics, we have over 15 students that have displayed above grade level scores, resulting in schedule changes to support honors levels and abilities. In attendance, we this year have the highest initial enrollment in years in 9th grade in Academy Park. It's over 330 students, give or take. So they're coming back in droves. 73% of our 9th graders have had 3 or less absences so far for the year. And students that are not traditionally used to brick and mortar schools, maybe they're doing cyber, they're coming back to APHS because they're hearing about all the good things that we're doing. Conduct, 89% of students have had 0 incidents. And mediations are going wonderfully. We have a lot of students and parents actually requesting it, so it's really showing the maturity and the growth in our kids. The Delaware County Health Department is having bi-weekly meetings with groups of our student volunteers. Students are actually asking to be a part of this. Sometimes they're a little forgetful about coming, but they're showing up. And we are having a high support from parents this year in 9th grade, so kudos to all my 9th grade parents. 10th grade, this is Mr. Baxter's children. For academics, 72 students, or 26% of 10th graders, have a weighted GPA of 3.0 or higher, and 20 students, or 7%, have a 4.0 GPA. Yeah, they're doing their thing, right? Attendance for October, 64% of students attended school regularly compared to September 2024, which is a 12% increase from October of last year. And for conduct, bless you, 256 students out of 278 students, which is 92%, have not received any referrals since October 10th, and 98% of positive mediation sessions were held. So it's across the board. Everybody is appreciating these mediations, and they're all showing growth. Okay, next is Mr. Alexander.
All right. I'm proud to introduce my grade. We had a lot of challenges last year, but this year I'm happy to announce we've made some great changes that I'm happy to share. First, I want to talk about academics. So this year I was able to take 40 of my 11th graders to a college fair at Newman University, where there was almost over 100 colleges and universities there. We were one of the few high schools who actually attended this free college fair. It was a great opportunity. There were universities all the way from New Hampshire all the way down to Florida just to talk with our students and give them opportunities. So I want to highlight one of those academic achievements. Secondly, our attendance last year was at like 42% around this time. I'm proud to announce our 11th graders are now at an average of 62%, which is a 17% increase. And I want to definitely give kudos to my counselor, Ms. Carpani. Me and her are a dynamic duo of just calling parents, getting students in, and giving them supports that they need. And then lastly, our conduct. I know 10th graders, which are now 11th graders last year, or this year, had some terrible data. But this year, I'm proud to announce we're at 97% of our students in 11th grade have not received a referral this year. And a part of that reason, again, is our MTSS program of meeting with families, supporting students, our PBIS programming, and also just making sure we're engaging families and building those relationships. It's not looking like we're against the families, but we're together. So I'm happy to highlight what 11th grade is doing.
All right, next we have the class of 2026. We have our 12th grade. Let's take a look at the academics. Our student Keystone pass rate for Act 158, we rose by 7%. And then, of course, our 12th grade students, we have the highest regular attendance here at Academy Park. 79% of those students attend regularly. Yes, come on. Yes. All right, and then when we look at our behavior, we have 90% of our 12th grade students have not, I repeat, have not received a referral for this school year so far. So let's give it up for the class of 2026. So we want to lead directly into some good things that are happening. I would like to recognize our college and career counselor, Miss Christina Boyd Ridley. She is leading our college and career, and I am happy to say that this is the second year that we have had a major college and career fair at Academy Park. And this year we had over 50 representatives from the military, trade schools, community college attend and be here to talk to our 9th through 12th grade students. And so we are really proud of the effort that she have given, and we are so proud of Academy Park for showing up and showing out for our college fair. Also, with our college and career, we have a new initiative entitled Parent Prep Nights. So what is that? These are monthly workshops that are designed to empower our parents and our guardians with the tools that they need to help their students in high school and to succeed beyond high school. So we have a workshop scheduled every month this school year. So last month in September, our first workshop session was College and Career 101. And then, of course, in the next few days, we will have our second workshop session that will be scheduled on October 28th, and that is entitled Financial Aid, and that's just part 1. And so come on out. If you are a parent of our students here at Academy Park, that information will be shared with you by phone. We send it out via email. We send it out even over the website. Come on out and get educated about how you can help your student to be able to succeed beyond graduation. Also, We are preparing our students for graduation prior to them getting to 12th grade. Last year, our 11th grade students, who are our current senior students, they were able to, we had 21 of those students last year. 21 of them passed the PSAT. 8 of them passed the SAT. 1 passed the ACT, 1 passed the ASVAB, and 28 of our students passed the CTEs. And then, of course, 11 of those students passed 1 or more of our AP exams in May of 2025. And I must say, this year, with our current students, y'all, we have 18 students to date who have been accepted into a college or university. And so with that being said, yesterday, Academy Park, we had our first ACSI quarterly meeting with the DCIU and with the state. And we were in the library in our cube, and we were going over our data for attendance and for ELA and for math, and we were just discussing the different things or the challenges that we have had in that area. But over to the right of the cube, somebody say right.
Right.
There you go. Over to the right of the cube, we had a representative from IUP speaking with our seniors, and 15 seniors received acceptance letters on the spot. So while we're talking about the challenges that we're facing, on the other side, we have our students being accepted into college. And so that is something to be proud about. Come on, let's clap our hands.
So up next, you can see our Park Pride. We have many events and many field trips and many things to celebrate at Academy Park. If you might have to squint, but you can see the pictures. We have pictures up for Spirit Week. You see the little costumes. They're having fun with that, and some of the teachers were getting involved in it as well. We have Back to School Night at the top, where we had amazing parent turnout, and we had Senior Sunrise. You can see in the bottom left corner, the students were very excited to be in school on time that day and see the sunrise. And then, of course, we have our fearless leader showing off one of the beautiful crowns that the students were making. We also have pictures from many field trips. The one in the top middle is from the college fair at Newman University. And then we do have some from Longwood Gardens, where the seniors and the juniors went to go visit and, you know, look at all the horticulture and all the beautiful flowers and plants and trees and experience nature. And our 10th and 9th graders went to Arnold's Family Fun Center, where they learned about social emotional learning and just team building with each other. So we do have our beautiful, lovely, amazing APHS theater program. So I want you to start marking these in your calendars. The fall play will be December 5th and 6th. The name of the play is This Murder Was Staged, and the play rehearsals are currently underway. And then in the spring, we will have the district musical, and that will be Anastasia. The play dates are April 24th, 25th, May 1st, and May 2nd, and they are currently hiring for supplemental roles right now. We also have our school-wide Park Pride Department newsletter. This is for PBIS, but we like to call it the Park Pride Department. So we send out monthly newsletters where we celebrate Students of the Month and Staff of the Month. We like to exude the productive, accountable, resilient, and kind adjectives, and we expect to see that from all of our students and our staff. So the PBIS team surprised staff members with soft pretzels in September, and like you've already seen, the Back to School Bash was a success.
I'm back. All right, so our student council, our election results will be announced actually next week, where we're going to have open elections, and our students will have the opportunity to actually present and talk about why they should actually win one of these positions. For our school board representatives, to my left, I have our senior Joy Knight, who's representing the 12th grade, and then I have my awesome 11th grade student, Jason McGowan, as our school board representatives. And Academy Park, again, we also already celebrated our homecoming, which we had our Spirit Week from October the 6th through the 10th. And then we had an amazing pep rally where our students got to get together, have a good time, play games, and do all those good things. And then again, we had our football team again win against Chichester. All right. So some other things that we have to support our students, right? We know we want our students to be strong academically, and for our students who may struggle or who need extra supports, here's what we have to offer for our students here at the Castle. So we have credit recovery. This year, we actually have 4 sessions where we're giving students the opportunity to make up any credits that they may have missed in order so that way they can graduate on time. And again, those are free for students who need to make up credits. We also have after school help, and tutoring. We also have academic and extracurricular clubs. We just started our clubs last week where we have guitar club, we have game club, there's a baking club coming. So there are a lot of opportunities for students to stay after school and have fun with the teachers. Also, we have SAT prep classes. We have our MTSS program, which is our multi-tier system of support using Panorama, which is a program that uses to give us data on our students, whether it's academically, behaviorally, or our attendance. And we really utilize that program a lot, again, to support our students. Again, we have our interventionists who help and support, and we are big on focusing on culturally relevant pedagogy. You know what I mean? We want our students to relate to our teachers, right? And we want our teachers to relate to the students. So we try to make sure in the lesson plans, we are captivating our students to be engaged. This year, I'm excited for this. I love this. And I know my 11th graders love it. They get to do lunch outdoors now. So right there in the back of the school where the cafeteria is, we take our students out and they are able to eat in the cafeteria and then go hang out with their friends just during lunch, and then they come back in. So we see a change in students, and I think it's really working, especially for 11th grader, because they've been calm because they get a chance to get outside, have some fun. And then lastly, we've had numerous field trips already, and we plan on even taking more that are going to come.
All right, so we believe in celebrating everything. And so coming up October 30th, we have our Keystone Celebration, where we will be celebrating the achievement of students who score proficient or advanced on the Spring 25 Keystones. And we are inviting over 190 families to come out and celebrate their child's accomplishment. So, do you have what it takes to be a knight? Absolutely. So at this time, I would like to give a plug. We know many people were not able to make it out tonight, and we have community members who choose to come or not come. But I want to look into the camera tonight, and I want to speak to those community members who live in this school district. You live in the school district, but your child goes to another school district. I urge you to consider coming back to Southeast Delco, because I can tell you at Academy Park, great things are happening. Our kids are getting out of the building. They're going on educational, fun field trips. We have a lot of sports to offer you. We have a lot of extracurricular activities to offer. We have a lot of elective courses that we have going on. We have many, many great things going on at the Academy Park. So we're asking you to please consider bringing your child back to the school district of which you live. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Does any board member have any questions for the APHS phenomenal leaders?
Well, for
Microphones, please.
the Keystone celebration, you say it's on October the 30th, but what time? What time?
The time will be announced, but it will be during the day, during the school day.
Okay, thank you.
At 1 o'clock, I believe.
1 o'clock?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any others? Seeing none. I'm going to hold my comments to the end of the meeting because I do not want to spoil this phenomenal presentation that just occurred. So we're going to have the student board representative reports at this time.
Good evening, and thank you for your attention as we share all the exciting things happening around the Southeast Delco School District. I'm Joy Knight, your senior student representative.
And I'm Jason McGowan, your junior student representative. Let's start our journey around the district at Harris School. Harris started the month off by celebrating their Knights of the Month and Attendance Awards on October 3rd. 31 students, one from each homeroom, were recognized for their hard work, character, and dedication. Then on October 9th, over 170 students partook in the PBIS Donut Decoration event, in which they purchased using their earned Knights notes at the PBIS store. It was a sweet way to celebrate positive behavior. To wrap up the month, students smiled bright for Picture Day on October 14th, thanks to Life Touch Photography.
Now heading over to Sharon Hill School. The building has been full of fall spirit and celebrations. From September 29th to October 3rd, students participated in a fun-filled Fall Spirit Week, which included theme days like Mad About Plaid, Believe in Yourself, Hoodie Season, and Football Fanatic. Also, Apple versus Pumpkin. On October 2nd, Sharon Hill celebrated students who scored proficient or advanced on their PSSAs. With an ice cream social, over 100 ice cream sundaes were served. That same week, a recognition assembly was held to honor 54 Students of the Month, 46 Growth Mindset Achievers, and 128 Perfect Attendant recipients. 13 advanced ELA PSSA students, 80 proficient ELA PSSA students, 10 advanced math PSSA students, and 50 proficient math PSSA students.
The excitement continues this month. Sharon Hill's fire prevention programs and presentations were held on October 9th, hosted by the Sharon Hill Fire Department. Throughout the month, Boo-gram sales have been running, ending on October 24th. Earlier this week, the Playworks Project Energy Assembly brought energy and fun for grades 3rd to 5th on October 21st. Families are invited to join the PBIS Family Game Night in the cafeteria on Wednesday, October 22nd at 6 p.m., and students are looking forward to their upcoming field trips. Second graders to Linville at Orchards on October 24th, and sixth graders to the Academy of Natural Sciences on October 31st. To close out the month, Sharon Hill will host a word parade and fall fun day kickball game on October 30th and 31st.
Over at Darby Township School, students and staff have had a busy and exciting October. On October 2nd, the school celebrated National Custodian Day, showing appreciation to Mr. Casey for keeping DTS running smoothly. This following week, on October 10th, the students brought their best smiles for Picture Day.
Earlier this month, DTS recognized National Principals Month, giving a big shout out to Miss Hope and Mrs. Jackson for their outstanding leadership. Students who had perfect attendance and no office referrals for 2 weeks were rewarded on October 17th with a certificate and night note, a great way to reinforce positive behavior. Looking ahead, the school's Haunted Hallway Fall Festival PBIS event, led by Miss Vandergrift, will take place on October 24th, followed by a Fall Funnel Festival on October 31st, celebrating students who continue to meet behavioral and attendance goals.
DTS also had a huge success with their night gear sale, featuring jackets for staff and T-shirts for students and staff. And a very special congratulations goes to Ms. Chrisman, who won Philadelphia Eagles Northern All-Teacher Pro Award. She was honored on the field during the September 21st Eagles game at Lincoln Financial Field in front of over 60,000 fans, received a personalized Eagles jersey, and was recognized for her dedication to students and staff. Thank you, Ms. Canavan, for nominating her. The DTS webpage is also being refreshed by the school's communications crew, keeping families informed and engaged. Great job, DTS.
At Delcroft School, one of their more major goals this year is to improve student attendance in grades 1 through 8th, and the staff have implemented new incentives and made sure that families understand the importance of daily attendance in their child's academic growth. So far, those efforts are paying off. Since the first day of school, the Delcroft's overall attendance has remained at an impressive 95%.
On October 23rd, Delcroft hosted the Fallcroft Fire Department for Fire Prevention Week. Students in grades 1 through 2, along with the autistic support classes, gathered on the playground to learn about fire safety, firefighting equipment, and how firefighters protect our community. Students even got to try on equipment and hold real tools. This event is always a favorite, and the school sends a huge thank you to the Fallcroft Fire Department for their time and dedication.
And next week, on Friday, October 31st, Delcroft will hold its annual Word Parade, a creative celebration of vocabulary and student imagination. Students in grades 1 through 4 and the autistic support classrooms will choose words from their grade level curriculum to be during the parade. The older students, grades 5 through 8, will line the hallways to cheer them on, while families are invited to watch from the sidewalks outside. It's a beloved school tradition that brings everyone together in learning and fun.
Our youngest nights at the Kindergarten Center have been busy this month too. The K-Center recently hosted a PBIS fundraiser at Chuck E. Cheese on October 14th. Families came out to play games, enjoy dinner, and raise funds to support PBIS activities at the school. It was a night filled with laughter and teamwork.
Today and tomorrow, kindergarteners are visiting the Collingdale Firehouse for fire safety presentations. Students will explore a fire truck and ambulance, practice important safety techniques like stop, drop, and roll, and stay low, and learn valuable lessons from real firefighters. We, along with the Kindergarten Center, give a big thank you to the volunteers from the Collingdale Fire Company, especially Fire Prevention Officer Stephen Zane, for spending time teaching our students how to stay safe.
Now for the nights of Academy Park High School, where October has been full of excitement. We kicked off the month with our homecoming celebrations. Congratulations to our homecoming winners. Our freshmen, Duke and Duchess, are Micah Harveys and Aminata Cormra. Our sophomore court is Quadir Ward. Our junior prince and princess are Jayla Bernard and Zion Abney. And our king and queen are seniors Randy Baker Brown and Malia Brooks.
Our 11th graders had a great experience at Newman University's College Fair on September 30th, where they met representatives from over 100 colleges from New Hampshire all the way to Florida.
Seniors, mark your calendars for the senior assembly on October 28th. The day will include a town hall meeting, signing of the senior banner, the class of 2026 photo, and cap and gown orders. Students will still need portraits, can see Ms. Cluzet in the library or email. To end the month, the Park Fire Department will host the October PBIS Movie Day on October 31st for students with good attendance and behavior. Throughout the week of October 27th, advisory lessons will be focused on the P and Park, being productive, along with the accountable, resilient, and kind.
Academy Park also recognized our September Students of the Month. Congratulations to freshman Amir Farewell, sophomore Michael O'Reilly, and junior Fonta Fofana, and senior Kayla Williams. And our Staff of the Month, Mr. Wolf, 10th grade social studies teacher, who was nominated by Nubia Tate. The student leadership met with PBIS coaches and our FACE specialist to plan our second Fundsgiving celebration and anti-bullying awareness activities. Our Camp Out for Hunger food drives run from October 22nd through November 24th, and donations will be delivered on November 14th. The advisory with the most donations will win a prize. Also, on October 31st, the Interact Club will partner with the American Red Cross to host our first blood drive of the year, giving students 16 and older a chance to save lives.
Our fall sports season is coming to a close, and the Knights have much to celebrate. In cross country, congratulations go out to Daddy Yankee Pochi and Conway Evans, who both medaled in the Del Val Championships, along with the entire team for an outstanding finish to the season. The boys' soccer team brought home the title of Del Val League champions, demonstrating incredible teamwork and dedication throughout their season. In girls' tennis, the team continued its legacy as Del Val Championships for the 13th consecutive year, remaining undefeated in league play. Destiny Bowman won the Del Val singles tournament, with Elizabeth Abagola earning second place. In doubles, Abagola and Christiana Williams claimed first place, while Khadija Gassama and Keena Spencer secured second. The field hockey team celebrated their seniors on October 16th during their senior night game. Great job to the team for their effort and spirit. Meanwhile, the football team triumphed in their homecoming game on October 11th, defeating Chichester 23-8, and they are currently in playoff contention. What an exciting season for all our night athletes. District-wide, we're celebrating Red Ribbon Week October 27th to 31st, promoting healthy, drug-free lifestyles, though fun daily games and activities across our schools. We're also showing our support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month with Pink Out Days and special events throughout October.
Earlier this week, our gifted students partook in a harvesting and cooking lesson at Tyler Arboretum. Students picked cucamelons, dug for sweet potatoes, and cooked rhubarb and sorrel with vanilla and granola, and tasted their creations. They also learned about the health benefits of sweet potato leaves as a spinach substitute. Most students gave the dishes a big thumbs up. It's inspiring to see so many great things happening across Southeast Delco. I can't wait to come back next month with even more updates.
Thank you all for listening and for supporting our schools. That concludes our October Student Representative Report, and have a great evening.
Thank you so much. So you can either stay for the whole meeting or?
I have a dance class, so I have to go, but thank you.
And I wish to leave as well.
Have a great night. Be safe.
Thank you.
Dr. Sanchez, do you have a superintendent's report?
Madam President, yes, I do. It's a very short one as a result of Ms. Knight and Mr. McGowan's very comprehensive report. I just have one item to add. If you all want to see me wearing a plastic wig one more time, I will be part of Family Feud on October 29th, 2025. We are bringing families back together at Academy Park High School from 6 to 7:30 to be able to spend time together, have a good laugh, and have some fun. So I will be hosting that event on October 29th from 6 to 7:30. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do want to applaud Dr. Foreman, Ms. Oliver, and Ms. Wheeler, who have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting to be able to get that activity together. It will hopefully prove to be better and more well attended than it was last year. And last year we had a pretty packed house.
Yes.
So thank you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez. May I have a motion to amend the agenda for item in education number 10, just so, because every board member was not available for executive session. This event has been canceled for number 10, so can I have a motion?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the regular board business meeting for September 25th, 2025, the treasurer's report, and the bills for payment in the amount of $5,232,965.46.
Motion.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There is no old or unfinished business. New business. Are there any questions on new business? Item number 9. Are there any questions or comments on new business? That's item 1, I'm sorry. Item 9, number 1, new business. Any questions or comments? New business item A, education 1 through 19. Are there any comments or questions on new business item B, finance 1 to 3? Are there any comments or questions on new business item C, HR 1 through 27?
Yes, Madam President, could I request a roll call vote for?
Number 10?
Yes, please.
Are there any comments or questions on new business item D, policies 1 through 9? Seeing none. Are there any public comments regarding agenda items?
Madam President, no, they're not.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion to select a nominee for the Delaware County Intermediate Unit?
I
For the-
so move. Second.
No, we need a nominee.
Oh, nominee.
Madam President,
Yes.
I would like to nominate Michelle McGowan.
Michelle McGowan.
Okay, is there any other nominees?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Rochelle Womack.
Are there any more nominees? Nominations are closed. So we're going to order in which they were called. Mr. Butler, can I have a roll call vote for this, please?
Yes, you
For
may, Madam
The
President.
nominee for, approve the nomination of Michelle McGowan to serve for the Delaware County Intermediate Unit?
Yes. Mr. Fowler,
No.
Mrs. McGowan,
Yes.
Ms. Womack,
No.
Ms. Harris Johnson,
No.
Mrs. Barley,
Yes.
Ms. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Lafferty,
Yes.
Ms. Woodfolk,
No.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
No.
okay, the motion fails.
Okay, may I have a roll call vote for approve the nomination of Rochelle Womack?
Yes, for Rochelle Womack, Mr. Fowler,
Yes.
Ms. McGowan,
No.
Ms. Womack,
Yes.
Ms. Harris Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Barley,
No.
Ms. Perry,
No.
Mr. Lafferty,
Abstain.
Ms. Woodfolk,
Yes.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Yes.
we have 5 yeses, 3 noes, and 1 abstention. Motion
Thank you.
passes.
All right, so approve the nomination of Rochelle Womack to serve as a member of the Delaware County Intermediate Unit Board of Directors for a term commencing December 1, 2025, and ending June 30th, 2028. May I have a motion?
So move. Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Motion carries. May I have a motion to accept new business item A, education 1 through 19?
Motion.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to accept new business item B, finance 1 to 3?
I so move. Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to accept new business C, HR items 1 through 19, 11 through 27?
Wait, did you mean 1 through 9?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, 1 through 9 and 11 through 27.
I so move. Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Butler, may I have a roll call on item 10?
Yes, you may, Madam President.
Do we have to make a separate motion
to
for
do
it
it.
first? And then do on the question?
No, I asked for question and comments previously.
Right.
Do you
but
have a
we still-
comment?
Well, I do, yes, but we normally still make a motion for the separate vote. I just have a quick statement. So I didn't get this contract till last night, and unfortunately, I was out and wasn't able to review it in detail. I did notice there were some small mistakes, just in a quick glance, like there's some pronouns that are wrong. It says his in a lot of places. So it just made me feel like the contract was rushed. I would have liked more time to check for additional errors. I also view the contract as incomplete because I did not see a list of annual goals or an evaluation tool. And we've recently had some problems completing other evaluations because we didn't have those. So unfortunately, at this time, I will be voting no tonight.
Okay, so all contracts are subject to the solicitor before they're even signed. So the solicitor will be reviewing them as well. So that is also on your agenda. If you look on page 177, under new business, it says all contracts are subject to review and approval of the solicitor.
I also have, or am uneasy with voting yes on the contract as it stands. We, as Ms. Perry mentioned, the contract clearly states that there is an Appendix A that is supposed to be attached to that contract, which includes the goals, the evaluation tool, and it's not a part of the complete contract. So going ahead and voting yes on a contract that is incomplete, that we have not yet had a chance to review, seems to me to be a very poor choice, and I would request that we table this until next month in order to get that information in, to be able to vote on the actual contract and the actual goals, to make sure that everything is aligned and in good order before we put this through.
Okay, so I hear your motion. There's already a motion on the table. We have to take care of that motion first, and then we can deal with your motion.
Madam President?
Yes.
If I can make a comment as well?
Yes.
So I've just been doing some research on some other school districts across the county, in Delaware County, comparing ours with the populations of other school districts. So it turns out that in the entire Delaware County, there are only 3 school districts with 2 assistant superintendents. One being ours, the other being Upper Darby, and the other is Garnet Valley. So Upper Darby, I don't think is comparable because they have over 12,000 students. So that wouldn't be a comparable measure. So when I looked more closely at Garnet Valley, they do only have a few more hundred students than we do. But as you may guess, their circumstances are a little bit different than ours. So for example, their average home price is around $770,000, while ours is around maybe $220,000. The assessed home values follow the same trend, as their operating budget is also much higher. So I'm sharing this research to make the point that I just simply think that Southeast Delco is too small of a district to have two assistant superintendents, and for that reason, I will be voting no for this tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Madam President, I'm so sorry. I have a clarification question for you. I asked if we needed to make a motion and second for item number 10, and you said we didn't. And then Ms. McGowan attempted to make a motion to table it, and you said there was already a motion on the floor, but I don't think there was a motion on the floor.
So when I asked for a motion for HR,
Yeah, you asked for a motion for 1 through 9, and then
Okay.
11 through.
so for number 10, so we can do a motion.
So I would like to
Satisfy-
I would like
We can
to-
satisfy the whole board and do a motion.
I would just like to second Michelle's
Okay,
motion to table
so
it.
let's second Michelle's motion. Michelle, what is your motion?
My motion is to table the
I
contract.
move,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
s-
move to table. That's the way the motion has to be stated at the beginning. That's what I'm saying to you.
I move that we table the item number 10 until all documentation is contained within the contract, so that the board will have enough time to evaluate this and make a vote on the actual merits of that contract.
I second the motion.
There's a second. Okay, it's been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay.
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 Motion fails. May I have a motion to approve HR item number 10?
Motion.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay, but I did ask for a roll call vote, so I just want to make
Oh,
sure
we can
Mr.
do a roll call vote as
It's all right,
well.
as long as Mr. Butler got the correct count, that's fine with me.
Mr. Butler, can you do a roll call, please?
This is a roll call vote on the latest motion rather, and this is to continue on basically with this resolution as stated. Mr. Fowler,
Yes.
Mrs. McGowan,
Before I vote, I would like to ask a quick question to our solicitor. Sure. How can we vote on a contract that is incomplete?
Am I on here?
No.
Well, it is subject to final review by the solicitor. You did, I'm not sure there's much we can do at this point. I mean, a motion to table it was presented and that failed.
I understand, but I think my question would be, if the terms and conditions of the contract change based off of the supplemental that is supposed to be attached to it, and those terms are unfavorable to the board, are we then locked into that contract despite whatever happens because we voted yes now and we weren't able to actually have say in what those goals and evaluation tools are? Or is it a matter that once those things are added, it can then be brought back to the board for us to give the final vote on?
I don't believe that it comes back to the board if it's approved tonight, and if there are terms that are unfavorable in Appendix A, I would think that the school district would be stuck with that.
Okay, I'd like to vote no.
Ms. Womack? Ms. Womack,
Yes.
Ms. Harris Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Barley,
No.
Ms. Perry,
So I want to just echo what Mrs. McGowan just shared so the public is aware. We are voting on a contract tonight without knowing what the goals for that administrator is and what the parameters will be for the future board to evaluate her on, and of course, I'm voting no.
Mr. Lafferty,
That's why I'll be abstaining.
Ms. Woodfolk,
Yes.
Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
So once again, I just want to comment that before a contract is signed, it has to be approved by the solicitor, so I want to let the public know. If the solicitor finds anything, then he will inform the board of those findings. Once again, the solicitor has the final say before the reviewing and approval by the solicitor. So I'll be voting yes.
Thank you, Ms. Monroe Whitsett. The motion passes.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept new business? Yes.
Madam President?
Yes.
I would like to get to the page first. What page is it? Okay. I would like to thank Kimberly Ford. She is a Spanish teacher at Academy Park High School. Ms. Ford has served in the district for 31 years. And I would like to thank her for her service.
New business, item D, policy. May I have a motion for 1 to 3?
Motion?
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. County committee reports. Delaware County Community College, Mr. Lafferty.
Yes, Madam President. It's actually not a regular report. 2 weeks ago, I got a chance to go up to Prendergast and Bonner and do a walkthrough hard hat tour of the new street. I'm going to pass this down so everyone can see what's going to be opening in January in the old Prendergast Bonner building, a culinary school, a welding school, a computer school. So I'm going to pass this down so everyone can see it, and then I'll get it to whoever Dr. Sanchez believes we should actually get it to work with.
Thank you. The building looks great so far. I drove past there yesterday.
Yeah, I was actually inside in the construction.
At this time, Delaware County Intermediate Board Report, they are looking for a new intermediate director. Again, congratulations to the new technical high school students that are currently engaged in their craft and trade. Mr. Fowler, do you have a Legislative Council PSBA report?
Not this evening, Madam President.
Thank you so much. Parent-Student Advisory Committee report?
Dr. Sanchez had already did the report. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. George, do you have a solicitor's report?
No report, Madam President.
Thank you. Dr. Sanchez, do you have an administrative team updates?
I do have one update. I want to provide clarification to the public to some numbers that were shared last month as it relates to number of professional staff that have received steps and have left. So there was a number that was shared last month that makes reference to staff that have left really from the 2011-2012 school year all the way to the June 2025. Those are individuals who were impacted by the freeze and have left. The numbers for the last year and a half, so from March 2024 on through September 2025, it's actually 11. So 11 individuals who've received the steps have then decided to leave the district. So I just wanted to make sure there was clarity as it related to that information. That concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank you.
Madam President, may I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're saying the 33 are teachers who received freezes, but 22 of them left before the vote was effective for them to get step payment? And then I have a second question if you want both right now, or?
So I'll answer the first question. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a combination of teachers who received freezes left between the 2011-2012 and June 2025 that were impacted by the freezes.
Right, but 11 of them got steps, so 22 of them left before the step vote.
Correct, I'm correct. Yes,
Okay.
then you're correct.
And then, so out of the 11 that left, you said they decided to leave the district. Could you share how many resigned and how many retired? Because I don't know if we should be counting retirements against our professionals.
So I don't have that memorized. I did provide a report to the board, but I don't have the differentiation memorized between who retired and who resigned. I can get that information before by the next meeting.
Okay, and then also, one other thing, Dr. Sanchez, I should have mentioned it earlier. I was under the impression that this agenda would include voting on the amended minutes we received, and I didn't see it. Can we make sure that's on next month's agenda?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Comments from citizens regarding non-agenda items. You have 3 minutes to speak.
Madam President, yes, we do. I'd like to invite Erin Bohannon to the mic.
I didn't think I would be first. Okay. So my name is Erin Bohannon, and I worked in Southeast Delco School District for 8 years. Last year, I received the Excellence in Teaching Award from Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union for my service to my students and this district. Last Friday was my last day in this district. I didn't want to leave this district. I love my students, my colleagues, and the work that we did together.
Excuse me 1 second. Do you live inside the school district?
No.
So then at this time, you cannot speak. So if you didn't put your address on it, you say you no longer work here.
Well, but I still have a paycheck pending, so technically I'm still employed.
So when was your last day?
Friday.
last Friday?
Yes.
So again, you no longer work here. You would have a paycheck regardless.
Well, I was told that I could speak
And
on
who
why
told you
I
that?
left.
And
Multiple people when I asked if I could speak on why I left,
can you
because
check
I believe that the
policy,
board
please?
should know
Can you give me 1 second, please?
why I left the district when I love these children and I love what I do. That's
Okay.
why I wanted to speak.
Okay, give me 1 second, please. Where's Jeff? So if they no longer work at the district and don't live in the district,
We'll check the policy, but I think it's board's discretion.
If it's board's discretion, I am in favor of allowing someone to speak to shed light into why someone would be would be resigning from our district. I think that's important data that we would need in order to help provide insight into our future decisions.
Yes,
Okay,
and the
so,
policy does allow for that. It does allow for the board to deem that this information be important to be shared. It actually says the board may extend the opportunity to provide public comment to others when deemed necessary to inform the board.
Madam President, I would like to say, if her last day of work was Friday, then that's the last day that she was employed and she walked in the building of our Southeast Delco District. Receiving a check is one thing, but she's not physically working in the district. So as far as I'm concerned, she should not be able to speak.
so, board members, I have heard 3 individuals,
I agree with Ms. Harris Johnson.
2,
I would like to know why she left the district.
3,
I would love to know why she left the building.
okay.
So what does the policy?
It says discretion, the board discretion. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a tie. It doesn't matter, you can speak.
Okay, thank you.
You just put your address on here?
Yes,
Please,
of
thank you.
course, thank you. I didn't want to leave the district. I love my students, my colleagues, and the work that we did together, and I'm getting overwhelmed because, like I said, I didn't want to leave. But I could no longer stay in an environment that had become unsafe, unsupportive, and toxic. Over time, I saw teachers treated poorly, spoken to without professionalism, and left to handle unsafe situations alone. I personally experienced moments when I did not feel physically safe in my own classroom. That should never happen in a school. What made it worse was the lack of leadership. When teachers raised concerns, they were ignored or labeled as negative. Morale plummeted, not because teachers stopped caring, but because they were exhausted from not being heard. In desperation, I even emailed the superintendent personally and begged for help, and I did not receive a response. For me, the breaking point came when I was repeatedly denied the opportunity to move into special education, the field I'm most passionate about and trained for, into an open position for which I interviewed twice in my school that is still open to this day. I wasn't asking for more money or special treatment. I was asking to serve where I could make the biggest difference. Instead of being supported, I was shut down. So yes, I left, and I took a pay cut to leave with 4 small children at home. Because no paycheck is worth staying somewhere that devalues its teachers and compromises their safety. I chose to go where I could teach, grow, and feel respected again. I'm speaking tonight because I still care deeply about this district, about the students, and about the educators who remain. You are losing good teachers, not because they've given up, but because they've been pushed out by unsafe and unsustainable conditions. It's not too late to turn things around, but it will take honesty, accountability, and the courage to treat teachers, thank you, as professionals, not as problems.
Thank you. Dr. Sanchez?
Brittany Chrisman.
My name is Brittany Chrisman. I'm a teacher at Darby Township School. A few years ago, I stood right here and shared a message that came straight from my heart. I spoke about how much I love this district, my students, the community, and the people I work alongside with every day. This still stands true after 20 years. When we finally received the steps we earned, I truly believe it meant our voices had been heard, that our worth as educators was being recognized. That step increase helped me and my students tremendously, and it showed the value I bring to the school district. But now I'm hearing comments that teachers who received those steps had since left the district. I didn't leave, I stayed. I stayed because I love what I do. I love my students, this community, and the family we've built together. Most evenings, you'll find me at a school event, cheering on a student, watching a game, or reconnecting with a former student who still runs up for that big hug. Recently, a coworker who also received her steps, Rosie Kavanaugh, nominated me for the Philadelphia All-Pro Teacher Award, and I won. That meant so much to me because it came from one of our own. It reminded me that what we do here truly matters. I've built relationships with so many people sitting here tonight, with families, community members, and students. We are a Knight family, and like any family, there are times we may disagree, argue, or not see eye to eye. But we can't lose sight of the family we've built here, one grounded in respect, loyalty, and pride, especially Knight pride. I've always watched the board meetings, even when I couldn't attend in person because I was taking care of a sick parent. But lately, what I've seen doesn't reflect collaboration, and that's not who we are. That's not what we represent as Knights, or a district built on unity and respect. It was painful to hear that teachers who received their steps were portrayed as being left as if their loyalty didn't matter. It hurt me personally because I know what I've given to this district, my time, my energy, and most importantly, my whole heart. This is about honoring the people who stayed, who weathered every change, supported every student, and continued showing up with heart, no matter what. Many of your veteran teachers are the foundation of this district. We've built the programs, the culture, and the relationships that make this community what it is. When we invest in those who have stayed, we strengthen the very roots of this school district itself. We always say we're Knights, that we're family. I've always believed that. All I'm asking is the same loyalty and commitment so many of us give be reflected back to all of us here. I'm proud to represent this school district and the incredible students that we serve. My hope is that we can all come together, make decisions that show our students, our community members, our teachers, that loyalty, commitment, and excellence truly matter here, that we are a Knight family. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Matt Prince?
Yes, thank you.
Good evening, Matt Prince, sixth grade teacher at Delcroft, but proud president of the Southeast Delco Education Association. I've been pretty disappointed to hear a bunch of talk about steps. Why are we still talking about steps? 11 teachers who left since June 2024 were affected by True to Step. It was a successful retention strategy. Why can't we let this win be a win? And also it was two retirees. We found that out. Rather than creating a false narrative out of our attrition rate, let's focus on the poor climate in our buildings and the lack of support for new teachers who show up without computers, without credentials to academic programs, without trainings, or we give them trainings, but they don't have their computers to be able to use the programs they're getting the training on. Let's focus on our teachers who are already at the top. There are 62 of them when we got our steps, most of whom stayed here after losing thousands of dollars in their career, all because the students of Southeast Delco are important to them, and they've made a home and a career here. Let's focus on serious situations like student and faculty safety. Let's focus on the need for proactive initiatives rather than reactive practices in preparing for teacher vacancies like Ms. Bohannon's. Let's focus on the fact that our teachers get stressed on payday rather than relief because there is a fear that something will be wrong. Let's focus on the fact that emails are often lost or not responded to, making us feel alone and unappreciated. Let's focus on the fact that through all of that, our teachers stay here at a high rate to give an excellent education to our students. Our teachers care. Our teachers are the lifeblood of this district. We don't deserve to be treated as any less, especially by administration or a school board. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Michelle Ferraro?
It's up to the board.
I'm for her speaking.
I am too.
Same.
I am not.
That's 4 people. Thank you, Susie.
I don't know if we can allow for one and not the other in the same meeting. I think we're going to end up with a First Amendment right violation.
It's discretion of the board. Once again, I only hold 4 board members.
No.
Okay.
Thank you so much for letting me speak. Good evening. My name is Michelle Ferraro, and until about 2 weeks ago, I taught 7th and 8th grade science at Harris Elementary. I'm here tonight because teachers aren't just leaving Harris, they're fleeing it, and I want to explain why. I've heard the recent conversations about why teachers are leaving, that it's about step movement or money. I could tell you from the heart that that isn't true for me or for most of us. I didn't leave because of pay, and I was not affected by step movement. I left because I was so stressed and anxious that I could barely function. The job consumed every part of me as a teacher, a mom, and a person. I taught 2 grade levels, more than 180 students daily with 1 planning period. Sometimes I had none when we couldn't keep specials teachers like art, library, or health. That meant setting up and cleaning up labs, grading hundreds of assignments, managing behavior, and supporting every student's needs with no aid, no department, and no real support. When equipment broke, I fixed it. When students needed accommodations, I made it work. When things fell apart, I kept going because that's what teachers do. But it was unsustainable. It was burnout disguised as dedication. In the last 3 years, 7 teachers who held my position teaching 6th, 7th, or 8th grade science or social studies have left. Several of those teachers stayed within the district but left Harris. That's not about pay steps or contracts, it's about survival. It's not a coincidence, it's culture. There's no communication, no trust, no sense of safety. If the principal called you, you knew it wasn't for anything good. Over time, that kind of culture makes you feel invisible, like your effort, your voice, and your care don't matter. We worked in fear, not support. As an educator, I know that finding and celebrating the good in people is far more effective at solving problems than constantly pointing out the bad. That's a teacher fact, but that's not how we were treated. We hear remember your why as if love alone can fix what's broken. I know my why, and it's my students. Ask any of them, and they'll tell you Miss Ferraro loved them and told them every day. I brought a wall of their pictures to my new school, my little corner dedicated to the kids who made me proud to teach. But love doesn't erase exhaustion. It doesn't fix poor communication, inconsistent leadership, or a culture that makes teachers feel small and scared to speak up. I didn't stop caring. I left because I cared too much to keep being crushed by a workplace that refused to care back. Retention isn't about paychecks. Thank you so much. Retention isn't about paychecks or finding new teachers. It's about finally valuing the ones that you already have. Please take an honest look at Harris before there's no one left to teach our kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me, Michelle. You have to put your address on there. Thank you. So I will make my comment. Dr. Sanchez, this is from the board president. Oh, Amy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
April.
April.
I'm sorry,
I'm
April.
sorry, April. Sorry.
April Kessler.
Hello, my name is April Kessler, and I'm the school counselor at the Kindergarten Center. Before that, I was a special education teacher at Sharon Hill School. This is my 20th year as an educator in Southeast Delco School District. I am here tonight because I'm disheartened by what was said about the step movement and teachers leaving after receiving their steps. I need to clarify how it happened. The teachers did not get a payment. They received a prorated amount for 3 months from the time of approval in March to the end of the school year to catch everyone up on their proper steps for that current year. This action was not a back payment for all of our years. It was just from when the approval happened until the end of the school year. After that, the teachers were just simply paid on their proper steps going forward. They did not get a bunch of money and just leave. It actually would be more beneficial for teachers to stay in the district to receive the STEP movement money going forward. You need to continue working here to reap the benefits, not leave. Our union reviewed the data and confirmed that out of the 59 people who have resigned since June of 2023, only 10 of those people actually received STEP retrieval. Only 10. That means that 92% of the 133 teachers who are placed on their proper steps are still working in the district. This shows that the decision to approve the STEP retrieval actually worked. That is also not including the teachers that were already at Step 16, so did not receive any benefits of the STEP retrieval and are still working here. I was one of the teachers that came and spoke to the board regarding this issue before. I am very grateful that I was placed on the correct step, but I'm hurt by the way that teachers were misrepresented at the last school board meeting. I've dedicated my whole career to this school district. I've missed first days of school for my child, field trips, many school events, because I put the kids here first. These children ahead of my own kid. I will continue to do so because my heart is here. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to speak? You have the floor.
First of all, I would like to thank the teachers that showed up here tonight for being honest, being real. Sometimes I know how you feel because I've seen it on the other side. But I also want you to know that there's people that are working for you. And trust me, if you got something to say to me, I know you can go to Dr. Sanchez, but come to me and we can go one-on-one and we can go see him because this craziness has got to stop right now. Thank you for showing up here tonight.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make one quick comment. I wanted to thank, it's on. I wanted to thank everyone for their bravery, for coming and speaking out today. I understand that that was not at all easy. One of the things as a board member that I have noticed is we get information rolled up to us. We don't get to hear it directly from the staff and faculty themselves. And hearing about the concerns, the safety concerns, the burnout concerns, all of that, I don't want you to think that that fell on deaf ears. That did resonate. And there are changes coming. And there is work that to be done as a district, as a board. We all have work that we need to do in order to make sure that our focus remains on not only just helping our students succeed, but to support our faculty and staff. And I thank you very much for being brave enough to come and speak about a very difficult subject at a very difficult time.
Dr. Sanchez, so this is to you and your employees. After last month's meeting, and the disrespect and the belittling and the connotation to your staff, I would like to apologize to you and your staff member. It was inappropriate, unprofessional, and I hope that no one is treated like that ever. So if it comes from a board member to a staff member, this is the kind of culture that these teachers just spoke about at the mic. So I would like to apologize to you and your staff members for that kind of delivery at last board meeting. Announcements for future meetings. Committee of the Whole, Thursday, November 13th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Board Business Meeting, Thursday, November 20th, 2025 at 7 p.m. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, meeting's adjourned. Have a great night. Be safe.